The title of this video is Volume of a Cylinder, Cone, and Sphere. Here we have a cylinder and a sphere. And here is a cone. Where R is the radius and H is the height. Now taking a look at this cylinder, the volume of a cylinder is found by using the formula V equals pi r squared h. You'll notice that pi r squared is the area of a circle. That's considered the base of this cylinder. It's the top and the bottom, so the two bases. Now to find the volume of this cylinder in terms of pi, we just plug in the values for the radius and the height. So the volume of this cylinder in terms of pi is V equals 16 pi centimeters cubed. Remember that volume is always in cubic, whatever the measurement is, whether it's units of measure, centimeters, inches, feet, yards, whatever it is. It's always going to be cubed. Here we have another cylinder. If we substitute 3.14 as an approximate value for pi, the volume of this cylinder to the nearest whole number is 50 centimeters cubed. So this is the same cylinder from the previous example. So all I did was substitute 3.14 for an approximate value of pi, and I get 50.24 centimeters cubed. So to the nearest whole number, the volume would be 50 centimeters cubed. Here we have a cone. The volume of a cone is found by using the formula V equals 1/3 pi r squared h. Now to find the volume of this cone in terms of pi, we just plug in the values for the radius and the height. And we end up with the volume of this cone as 12 pi centimeters cubed. Now with the same cone, if we substitute 3.14 as an approximate value for pi, the volume of this cone to the nearest whole number is 38 centimeters cubed. Here we have a sphere with a radius of 2 centimeters. The volume of a sphere is found by using the formula V equals 4/3 pi r cubed. Notice the difference that you see right here. The radius is cubed. Now to find the volume of this sphere in terms of pi, we just plug in the value for the radius. And we find that the volume of this sphere in terms of pi is 8 pi centimeters cubed. So here we have our sphere from the previous problem. If we substitute 3.14 as an approximate value for pi, the volume of this sphere to the nearest whole number is 25 centimeters cubed. Let's take a look at how that's done. So we had found our volume as 8 pi centimeters cubed. We plug in 3.14 for pi. Do the multiplication, we get the volume is equal to 25.12 centimeters cubed. We round 25.12 to 25, the whole number, centimeters cubed. Here we have a cylinder with an unknown radius, but we do know that the height is 5 centimeters. Now what if we were given the volume of this cylinder as 121 centimeters cubed and asked to find the radius? Well, we're going to use the same formula for volume for a cylinder, which is pi r squared h, and we're just going to plug in the values that we know. Now we're going to substitute 3.14 as the approximate value of pi. And I end up with 7.71 equals the radius squared. I'm looking just for the radius. So what do I need to do? I need to take the square root of 7.71. And with my handy dandy calculator, I get 2.78 centimeters is the radius. Let's do one more. You see that the radius of this cone, of the base of this cone, is 3.5 centimeters. And we're looking for the height. What if we were given the volume of this cone as 145 centimeters cubed and asked to find the height? Well, again, we're going to use the same formula for volume of a cone, 1/3 pi r squared h, and we're just going to plug in the values that we know. We're going to substitute 3.14 as the approximate value of pi. And we find that the height is 11.31 centimeters. Okay, that ends this brief video on volume of a sphere, cone, and cylinder. Enjoy the activity.